Before we get to the video, quick shout out to all my Patreon members. Shout out to all these legends, man. Thank you guys for supporting me over there. If you are interested and want to see reactions like this way earlier than when I post them on YouTube and without no filter, edits, or cuts, check out the Patreon. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy the video. What's good, guys? Your boy, no mercy, 4K, doing mercy, Professor Educational Mercy in the building. Came back at you another banger Educational Mercy reaction for y'all. Today we're gonna be checking out why these fish belong in a horror movie more than sharks, man. It's been a long time since we've had Educational Mercy sighting here on the channel. About that time, man, we got Casual Geographic with another banger. With the heat as usual being. Shout out to Casual Geographic, bro. W channel here. Let's see what this video got though. If you enjoyed this video, enjoy my reaction to it, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new here and want to see me react to more videos like this. I'll post more. Just hit the like button. That's when you enjoy these kind of videos here. But thank you for tuning in. What you guys think about this video and my reaction to it. I hope you enjoy. And let's get it. Why these fish belong in a horror movie more than sharks? Oh my god. I already know some bullshit. Yo, what the hell? Oh! Yo, what kind of fucking demon? What kind of fucking demon is that, bro? This is why we tell you, bro. The fish, bro, the aliens and shit. These niggas are in the water, bro.
Eu gostei assim, amostradinho.
You know, the greatest trick Hollywood ever pulled was...
Bro, that shit looks crazy! Bro, is that fucking Donatello? Is that my nigga Donnie and Michelangelo in the fucking water? That just might, it just might be. It might just be Michelangelo, bro.
You know, the greatest trick Hollywood ever pulled was convincing...
That just might be some of my guys. My ninja... That's my guy. Yo! That might just be Donatello, man.
You know, the greatest trick Hollywood ever pulled was convincing the world that sharks are the only things to fear in the water. There be monsters. In the last video, we talked about how sharks might just be the most misunderstood creatures in nature, with a PR team that works about as hard as a whiteout's brain after 6 rounds of CTE. They've been done so dirty, they've actually overshadowed the other ichthyological insanity spawned from Satan's septic tank. These are 7 fish that should honestly terrify you more than
7 deadly fish.
This isn't really to substitute one fish.
Not the 7 deadly fish.
But I do think these fish could make a much more traumatizing, nightmare-inducing horror flick than Jaws. And it starts right here.
Oh my god!
A pair of arapaimas, also known as a pirarucu. You've definitely seen them before. Does this video ring a bell? It definitely rang his. It's one of the biggest freshwater middle fingers nature forgot to vault, usually growing to over 6 feet long and 200-something pounds. It's bad enough those are NBA point guard measurements, but the beefiest ones are how big? Freshwater middle fingers nature forgot to vault, usually growing to over 6 feet long and 200-something pounds. It's bad enough those are NBA point guard measurements, but the beefiest ones can get to 10 feet in length and weigh over 400 pounds. This Jurassic roid baby usually eats other fish to go with fruits and seeds, but also birds and allegedly even monkeys sitting on branches too close to water. And if you don't believe that, it's because you haven't seen them hunt. They're explosively quick, and the aquatic black hole has been known to confuse feet for fish and violently pull people underwater. One zookeeper reportedly made the mistake of trying to retrieve a glove that had fallen into an arapaima pool, and in a split second got his hand ripped.
Bro, what the hell is arapaima?
And several fingers broke, falling into
the ocean is scary as hell. I used to have so much fun going in the ocean too. Bro, you're wild. It's scary as hell.
Glove that had fallen into an arapaima pool.
I used to have fun going in the ocean too, but it was definitely always scary to me. Still
broken. There's also the fact that a refrigerator-sized fish will yeet themselves out of water in self-defense. And let's talk about that defense. The plus-size bite shad is covered in heavily armored scales, not only tough enough to tank piranha attacks, locals historically use them as nail files. They've also used their tongues as scrapers, since these fish have teeth growing out of a bony tongue that can be used to effectively crush struggling prey against the roof of their mouths. You know nature got in its bag when it made a fish that can breathe air, and the Antichrist of the Amazon has a modified swim bladder that was repurposed as lungs, meaning this flex of a fish can survive 24 hours out of water. On one hand, that means they have to come up for air every 20 minutes or suffer the eternal shame of being a fish that finds a way to drown. But it also works out for them because in low oxygen water where most fish become slow and sluggish,
so they can survive 24 hours out of water in air. They also got to come up for air while they're in the water. Okay.
But it also works out for them because in low oxygen water,
bro, there's always this question always gets asked, bro. It will never be what's more scary, the ocean or space. To be honest with you, man, low-key the ocean. Because how are we so worried about the space? Something that we're so worried about space that we haven't even figured out more than, like, we haven't discovered more than even 10% of the ocean we got here on Earth, but we're trying to figure out things that are on outside of Earth. How can we even think about outside of Earth when we can't even fathom the 90% plus of the ocean here on Earth? You know what I mean? Basically because ocean animals can't come to land. You don't know that.
Where most fish become slow and sluggish, the air merchant menace can pretty much go on a killing.
That fish is taller than you, Mercy. That's insane. That shit is wild, bro. It's like, it's like a shark, bro. It's basically the size of sharks.
In water where most fish,
this shit is basically the size of sharks.
The air merchant menace can pretty much go on a killing streak. Now the question is, could an arapaima pack up a person? While there's no indication they see us as a snack, there are old stories of high-strung assault guppies effectively drowning people, likely by knocking them unconscious and leaving them incapacitated underwater. Not him, he's fine. You can unclench guidelines, he's good. But one man that almost wasn't was Jeremy Wade. He probably needs no introduction, but long story short, he's a zoologist who hosted the show River Monsters, which ended, but only because he caught every fish nature had to offer. But he almost caught an early life retirement after a pissed off Paima struck him square in the chest and nearly caused irreversible damage to his heart. Not only did this fish nearly have us singing,
what?
The suspect wasn't more than 90 pounds. Remember, the overachiever
nah, man.
The scales at
this dude almost got killed by a fish literally just headbutting him in the chest, man. That's crazy.
400 or, you know.
I'm sure we all went in the ocean. How will we have internet cables and all that around the world? If not, nah. Bro, I don't know if it's like they can't go deep enough, bro. That's it. Like, I think I see what you're saying, but I think the like internet cables that are in the ocean, I don't think they're obviously insane. That's insane to be able to do that. They are able to do that. But I don't think that they're not saying are that deep compared to everything that's there. They're on the floor, and they might be on the floor of like areas of the ocean that scientists or like people that have studied the oceans, whatever they are called, scientists know that those levels of the ocean maybe have a higher, the sea floor might be at a higher elevation than other parts of the ocean. Obviously, there's parts of the ocean that are way the deepest parts ever, and then there's some that are super shallow. Even in the middle of the ocean, there's places in the middle of the ocean that you can literally stand and not drown. There's some parts in the middle of the ocean that literally are shallow as hell too, that are like this much water you can stand and it'll literally just not even hit you by the knees. You know what I'm saying? There's places like that too. And one day watch a vid on it on the internet cables, maybe. Internet cables is going in a straight line, and there's hella places in the world without internet. All crazy. The ocean extremely deep. That's what I'm saying, bro. The internet cables gotta be on a surface level, bro. Even if you think it's super deep, yeah, they're on the floor. They gotta be making them on the areas that they know is like not that deep compared to other deeps or other places in the ocean, because they can't go past a certain water pressure. You feel me? And like there's depth in the ocean. Space is the most mysterious place. We are literally insignificant compared to the vast universe. The curious thing about space is that there are other oceans on different planets that we can't even inhabit. Can you imagine the animals on those planets with only water? Oh my god. Oh my god. But when you really start thinking about it, chat, Bro, there's probably some insane looking creatures out here in this universe.
No, 180 kilograms worth of Killer Man. So yeah, the Arapaima is a shack-sized, air-breathing, armor-plated predatory vacuum, and strangely enough, it's not the fish I'm most scared of.
Unless we are the only beings in this universe.
Shack-sized, air-breathing, armor-plated predatory vacuum, and strangely enough, it's not the fish I'm most scared of in the Amazon. But we'll get to that. The piranha actually isn't. If you remember from an earlier video, piranhas might be just as misunderstood as sharks. They're mostly just scavenging opportunists that our childhoods convinced us were way more of an issue. You cannot say the same for their cousins found in the Congo basin of Central Africa. The Goliath tigerfish can grow to nearly 5 feet long, over 100 pounds, and they're what people were told piranhas are times 10. They're in the same order, but where piranhas are primarily a swimming cleanup crew, tigerfish actively hunt for their bodies. And you'll find out nature built this prehistoric problem to do exactly that. They have sharp dagger-like teeth that many swear are comparable to that of a great white, although I personally see them as more conical, like a crocodile, which is a coincidence since the saltwater variety are their only natural predators. But of course, the swimming expletive has also been known to murk smaller crocs. They have eerily strong eyesight to track prey, special organs to detect the vibrations they make underwater, and they're strong enough to brute force their way through the turbulent waters of their hunting grounds. They're considered one of the toughest freshwater fish time left behind, and tigerfish are even on record snatching birds out of the air. Not just birds, but swallows.
Giant piranha, no.
The fastest and most maneuverable.
Giant piranha gotta go.
Scientists studying them watched as 300 birds got permanently grounded by tigerfish in just over 2 weeks. They're so feared that in many places they're only known by one name, Benga, meaning
he's got his ass.
There's even a story of a young girl wearing a belt made out of bottle caps in order to ward off evil spirits. Ironically, it did the exact opposite and attracted a tigerfish who apparently confused the bottle caps for fish scales and nearly bisected the girl, allegedly. It's an extremely fast, explosive vice grip with almost zero prey prejudice. And I'd still rather take a bite from them than the fish up next. And that's cause next is the Candiru. And a lot of y'all already know what road we're going down. That's cause next is the Candiru. And a lot of y'all already know what road we're going down. The Candiru is a tiny parasite in the Amazon, also nicknamed the vampire fish for their habit of invading the gills of larger fish and scraping the insides to feed off their blood. And with backward facing spines and a powerful bite, it's nearly impossible to shake it off before it completes its liquid transaction. The horror comes from the legend of Candiru being attracted to the chemicals in urine and swimming up the urethra of unlucky humans and getting stuck as the chemical completes its liquid transaction. The horror comes from the legend of Candiru being attracted to the chemicals in urine and swimming up the urethra of unlucky humans and getting stuck up there. A fate that takes surgery to reverse. Imagine a serrated, sentient toothpick in your bathing suit business and you'll see why the violation with gills is so feared. But how much of this is even real? Most of the reports of people getting penetrated by kingfish are—
Hey, yo! Man talking about getting penetrated by a fish. What the hell are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What are we talking about nowadays, man? The fish out here doing penetrating, man? The fish trying to get action and shit, paused?
Really sus at best. Apparently, they're not even attracted to the ammonia in human urine in the first place. There's a good chance that the Candiru controversy came from—
Oh my god, you can, bro, imagine you're, bro, literally, bro, imagine you're just swimming normally and a fucking microfish. Oh my god. And a motherfucking small ass microfish. Okay, let's not even think about that.
From European settlers coming home from long expeditions and telling these long, exaggerated stories to anyone who'd listen for status and attention. Yeah, but basically they were probably lying for clout. You have to remember, the whole piranha skinning a cow thing spawned from locals staging an event to impress the president. The truth is, your chances of peeing in the Amazon and getting frontal probed by a fish are about as much as you getting meal prepped by a shark or getting struck by lightning. Getting frontal probed by a fish are about as much as you getting meal prepped by a shark or getting struck by lightning. Oh my bad. And getting struck by lightning. That being said, I'd rather get tag teamed by the pets of Poseidon and the forces of Zeus than have a bloodluster up my urethra, no Franklin. If the odds ain't zero, they're just too high for me. But I'll happily take a Candiru to the Mandiru.
Hell no.
They're just too—
Bro, you could, bro, this little thing, man, you think you swimming, you think that's just like, oh, okay, it's some fucking debris in the ocean, like, whatever. This shit go in your—
high for me.
You need surgery. Oh,
But I'll happily take a Candiru to the Mandiru, then run into aquatic op number 4. In fact, I'm so afraid of it, I actually had to break my own rule for this video. The Humboldt squid obviously isn't a fish, but it's the closest thing to a living nightmare on this
oh my
list.
god.
At 5 feet,
That's
about
gotta
100
be.
pounds,
That's
there
gotta
are
be.
bigger
This is horror.
squid.
This is a horror movie. It's literally a horror movie, bro.
Humboldt's
I ain't gonna lie. With the big one eye, man. Bro, you see this? This gotta be a horror movie, bro.
At 5 feet, about 100 pounds, there are bigger squid. What sets Humboldt's apart is they can hunt in packs of over 1,000. Yeah, that's 3 zeros like a Tony Snell stat line. Nicknamed Diablo Rojo, there are old fishermen tales
1,000 of them?
falling overboard, getting swarmed, and never coming back up. There's also stories of them curiously approaching divers before flipping and trying to rip their masks off. But who needs stories?
Oh, hell no.
Biologist Alex Kirstich can tell you about the time several homicidal squids grabbed him and attempted to drag him down into the dark maw of the abyss. It gets worse when you realize what exactly happens when a red devil decides to take you to hell. Humboldts aren't just highly intelligent, they're covered in tiny red chromatophores that they can use to rapidly change color in order to communicate with each other. It's like Morse code but for Crip and calamari. We don't know exactly what it means, but there's a good chance if a Humboldt confronts you and starts violently flashing red, it could be telling a bunch of others you can't see that you're free eats. So likely the last thing you'll see is pulsing red before you get eaten alive. It doesn't help that satanic cephalopods are known for speed eating and are notorious for stripping fish to the bones faster than fishermen can reel them. Add a beak that can easily slice flesh and a bite force that can reportedly crack bone, and I think you see why I'm not
Bro, these motherfucking demon squids got a beak, bro. A hard freaking beak
that can easily
eat their prey.
Slice flesh and a bite force that can reportedly crack bone, and I think you see why I'm not
even Bradford that Mr. Danger Code. Do you see how nature works, bro? Like it is wild and seeing how, bro. You see how like God, how perfect, bro. Like bro, you can't, bro. It's like bro, you can't really like deny these things, bro. Like it's everything works too perfect. And just everything was made just fits, man. Like how nature was put together, how everything was came together to begin with was too well made, like too perfect, bro. Even our brain composition, how like you know, like it is too perfect, bro.
I'm not exaggerating when I say I'll deal with every other fish on this list than a pack of predatory color coordinating squid. And I don't care what logic says. There's no doubt in my mind this squid would eat a human if they thought they could. Why? Humboldt squid only live about a year. That rapid growth in a short time means they'll rarely pass up an easy meal, even if it's their own kind. Humboldts are highly cannibalistic, and they will not hesitate to turn on a weak or injured member of their own hunting party. There was a study done off the coast of Chile that found that out of over 2,000 squid, more than half held the remains of their own kind in their stomachs. It sounds to me that anything they see as weaker than them is something they can feed off.
Oh my god, they all eat each other.
They usually only press things smaller than they are. But you don't even have to be seen as food for affiliated squids to be a problem. Like a true xenophobic, they react to most things they don't understand with aggression, and they've even attacked cameras and equipment and left them out of order. But to me, the most disturbing aspect of getting assaulted by squids is, even if you escape, if you panic and surface too fast, you can get the bends and past tense anyway. That type of psychological horror is what puts the Humboldt here, and wouldn't you know, emotional damage is another symptom of finding out about the next fish. Cause now we got the stonefish. Not one of, but the most venomous fish known to man.
I heard of this fish.
Toxin.
Oh, I heard of this fish. Yeah, with the poison. Oh, I've seen this fish before, yeah.
But the most venomous fish known to man. It's armed with toxin, and symptoms of getting stung include crippling pain, shock, tissue death.
Oh my god, bro, that's so much freaking poison, bro. Bro, you get stabbed by that, you're done, bro. That is so much freaking venom and poison, or yeah, venom.
Shock, tissue death, and even paralysis. And speaking
oh my
of pain,
god,
you can
bro.
be in agony for over 12 hours, and it's enough of an eternal jihad to cause hallucinations. Anecdotally, there have been tourists who've stepped on a stonefish only to beg their doctors to chop off the whole foot. Then there's the added threat of, if you don't get out of the water quick enough, it won't even be the venom. You can get paralyzed and catch a stage fatality to drowning. Even if you survive, you can still suffer permanent nerve damage and severe muscle atrophy.
Nah,
but that
bro,
all
that's
wouldn't even
crazy,
be that
bro.
bad if the stonefish wasn't nature's manifestation of a dick move. The most venomous animals on the planet usually dress with bright colors to warn the rest of the population that they're packing. Stonefish decided to do exactly none of that and instead cosplays as a stone. Only
That's
the mortally
fucked
punish
up,
you for
bro. That is so fucked up, bro. Cause you see, anybody, a kid could easily step on that. Bro, you've been to the beach. We've all been to the beach. We've seen how it is, bro. Like, what if it's an uglier beach, not like the nicest, and the sand is dirty? Bro, you could easily step on some bullshit, and now you're fucked.
none of that and instead cosplays as a stone.
Yo, Albedo, thank you for that follow, man. Welcome to the stream, Albedo.
Exactly none of that and instead cosplays as a stone. Only to mortally punish you for its camouflage working. Like I said, it's like having invisibility, but also serving a death penalty every time someone steps on your foot. Then you gotta add the fact that there are another fish that can survive 24 hours out of the water, and they have a literal switchblade growing out of their forehead. Yeah, I knew there were a problem ever since one nearly perma-napped Nigel Thornberry. A stone-cloaking toxic minefield of misery, but with stonefish antivenom being the second most administered in Australia, today if you get stung, your chances of surviving are actually pretty good. Not like the next fish, because for this one, there is no antidote.
Oh my god, what the hell is that?
The most venomous fish, but the pufferfish is arguably the most poisonous thing alive.
Oh my god, the
Quick rule of
pufferfish?
thumb on the difference: if it bites you and you die, it's venomous.
Difference between poison and venom? Oh, I know. Yeah, what you about to say? The venom is needed to be injected through a wound. Yeah. I knew that, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? W, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? W knowledge. Yeah, I knew because yeah, when you are venom gotta be injected for sure. Through a wound, and the wound is usually made by them too. That is messed up, bro. They're not saying stonefish. Oh, stonefish.
Quick rule of thumb on the difference. If it bites you and you die, it's venomous. If you bite it and you become a wuzz, it's poisonous. And few things are more poisonous than puffer tetrodotoxin, which is 1,200 times more of a death sentence than cyanide. Tetrodotoxin interferes with signals between nerves and muscles, causing muscle paralysis and a total shutdown. And of course, the fugu blowfish is considered a delicacy, but if the chef misses a single cut even by a little, you're instantly on the clock. You won't know that happened until your face goes numb and your lips and tongue get this weird prickling feeling. Then, you'd suddenly get a splitting headache and dizziness.
Why are you eating this?
Vomiting and diarrhea as your body desperately tries to purge the poison. But it's already too late and you'd start getting paralyzed, starting with the hands and feet, but slowly spreading out. And by this point, you likely can't even call for help. Finally, it'd get harder and harder to breathe until you notice the room slowly fade to black, leading to either a coma, seizure, or just death. The permanent kind. Tetrodotoxin essentially flips a kill switch in your
And now you just done died because, know what I'm saying? You over here trying to eat pufferfish. Bro, I'm telling you, people be doing anything. Over here talking about, yeah, let me try the poisonous pufferfish that literally is the most poisonous thing and I could die if they even miss one thing. And get paralyzed. What is wrong with people, man? Why do people do this to themselves? They love to, people love risking their lives.
Or just
they love to risk it.
The permanent kind. Tetrodotoxin essentially flips a kill switch in your body, and there is no antidote. The only treatment is hooking you up to a respirator to breathe for you and praying it passes. The poison puffball is such a problem, it makes you forget they also have teeth that can bite clean through your finger. In fact, it's more than enough to violate a scorpion. And I don't even know how to describe what they do to crabs. Turning crustacean into crustacean with a smile, no less.
Yo, I did not know pufferfish are literally this badass. They bullying niggas out here, man. Pufferfish are literally they're bullying everybody out here in the ocean, bro. In the ocean streets, they running shit in the ocean streets, bro. They can't be touched, bro. They literally cannot be touched. They got the strong bite. They can literally bite through a freaking scorpion. They can bite your finger off. And if you even attack them or try to eat them, you're dying. If they stab you and you try to attack them and they stab you, you're dying, getting paralyzed. If you try to attack them, you probably still die. Nah, they're going crazy.
What they do to crabs. Turning crustacean into crustacean with
you
a
see
smile.
Me near the waters.
I don't even know how to describe what they do to fingers.
I see so many of these where I live, bro.
It's more than enough to violate a scorpion.
You're wild.
I don't even know how to describe what they do to
not
crabs.
go anywhere near those in the water.
Crustacean with a smile, no less. It's criminal. There's nothing funny about getting caught in that bite.
Wow, look at how he, bro. Look at how you violated this crab, bro. Nah, they definitely got
I
a
don't even
strong
know how
bite.
to describe what they do to crabs. Turning crustacean into crustacean with a smile, no less. It's criminal.
No mercy.
There's nothing funny about getting caught in that bite, with reports of pufferfish mutilating the genitals of men, and one case in 2008 where a Cambodian child had his coin purse sliced in half by a pufferfish. And unlike the kangaroo, this ain't a myth. Have your privates out by a puffer and you might just get... So that's 6 of the sinister 7, but before we get to the last one, we got honorable mentions. The fact that there's a fish that weaponized electricity enough to decommission a caiman and we just accept that is kinda crazy. And the thing is, it might not even be the voltage, but it's getting knocked out in shallow water that'll get you. Swordfish are one of the fastest...
Yo! Albedo, thank you for that big 1 month sub, my guy. W Mans. W Albedo in the chat, yo Albedo. Appreciate that, man. W guy, yo, W sub, bro, you know what I'm saying? You just followed 2 and you already sub W. Albedo in the chat. W's in the chat for Albedo, man. Yo, thank you for subbing up. Welcome to the stream, my guy. I ain't gonna lie, first time chatting. You hear me? Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, bro. Am I saying your name right, by the way? Is that Albedo? Thank you for saying subbing, man. W fucking Mans. W Mans, how you been, bro? Or how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice meeting you. Appreciate that sub. Daily sub go completed. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for that sub, my guy. Though, Catman. Daily sub go completed. You feel me? I'm saying. Yeah, you said it right. It's me, Dendra, Go Lurk. Oh, why you making that? Why you be having different accounts? Oh shit, yo. I'm gonna just call you Albedo then. You know what I'm saying? So we got multiple accounts and shit, yo. Thank you for that sub, Albedo. Welcome back to. I hope you're doing well. I ain't gonna lie. Feel me? Thank you for that sub. Animal Kingdom is extremely beautiful and dangerous at the same time. Nah, it is.
Things in the sea. They also have a built-in melee weapon.
It is, bro.
That is kind of crazy. And the thing is, it might not even be the voltage, but it's getting
hella
knocked down in shallow water that'll get you. Swordfish
Majestic,
are one of the fastest things in the sea.
Majestic
but it's
and
getting
dangerous.
knocked down in shallow water that'll get you. Swordfish are one of the fastest things in the sea. They also have a built-in melee weapon.
Nah, I heard that, bro.
Crazy. And the thing
I've heard that swordfish are fast as fuck, man. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. A swordfish is one of those fish I definitely will never ever like. If I had to really fight a fish, like that's one of those that I definitely would not want to. Like,
it might not even be the voltage, but
bro, because you're definitely just gonna be hella hurt, bro, with that crazy. Come on, bro. Like they're gonna skewer you somewhere, bro. Somewhere.
Shallow water that'll get you. Swordfish are one of the fastest things.
That
in
thing
the
is
sea.
like skinny and poignant,
capable of inflicting life-altering harm. They also have a built-in melee weapon equipped, capable of inflicting life-altering harm. In 2015, a Hawaiian man was fatally struck in the chest while trying to catch one. Another man in Malaysia bled to death after a swordfish yeeted itself out of the water and also RNG'd him in the chest. Swordfish are also on record shanking sharks and even bleeding out sea turtles. The sheep's head fish. Really only because of that mouth. Shrimpophobics be damned. The Titan triggerfish is a highly aggressive honey badger with gills, capable of dishing out severe injuries with the same teeth they use for crunching coral, sea urchins, and even a crown of thorns starfish. The trigger might as well be named after their temper, and this 1.5-foot vibe check is a big reason why beginner divers never go back in the water. Speaking of big, the Goliath grouper. At 8 feet up to 800 pounds, the fish the size of a small car feels more like a leftover Jurassic prop. Lucky for us, most divers describe it as a gentle giant with the temperament of a Saint Bernard.
Nah, rest in peace. That is tragic, man. I can't imagine how you felt. Man, and you know what's tough, bro? People that do these kind of jobs, bro, this is what they love to do, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, at least they be going out doing what they love to do, bro. Like, people that do this kind of things, this is what they dreamed of doing. This is what they wanted to do. Man was really diving, out there diving probably as usual. Normal day, and gets struck by a freaking swordfish and dies, man. That's sad. I ain't gonna lie.
Lucky for us, most divers describe it as a gentle giant with the temperament of a Saint Bernard. Although a Saint Bernard didn't allegedly swallow an entire kid in the Florida Keys. Allegedly. But since we're on the subject, the last fish on this list are catfish. And yeah, it's catfish. There's over 3,000 species of catfish.
Albedo_XC has
gifted
Albedo going crazy.
Oh no, Albedo going crazy. Albedo, thank you for that gifted sub, man. You pulled up with the gifted and the sub yourself, bro. Appreciate you for the nonsense. W Albedo in the chat. W Albedo in the chat. Thank you for the 2 gifted or 1 gifted sub, 2 subs today. W Albedo in the chat. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the sub, man. You know what I'm saying?
Including the genital jihad, the candiru. Catfish are like the trash compactors of the fish family, which isn't a problem until you see just how big they can really get. And once a catfish gets big enough, there aren't a lot of things alive they won't try to eat. We've seen armadillos, turtles, and even unaware seagulls get bored by a catfish. There's a species in France that figured out how to stalk and hunt bathing city pigeons. Another learned to wait by cave entrances to suck up any exhausted bats that fall in. There was even a catfish nicknamed Kuno the Killer who terrorized a German lake and somehow caught and ate someone's dog. Basically, they're all the shit I've talked about pelicans being, just in fish form. The question is, if a catfish has ever eaten a live human, and it isn't even if they would, but if they could. The Wells catfish can grow to 10 feet long and cap out at 300 pounds. The Mekong catfish can also get to 10 feet, and the heaviest one ever recorded was pushing 650 pounds. If there's a catfish that can stomach a human, it should be one of these, but there's a slightly smaller catfish that was believed to be a legit man-eater. In the late 90s and early 2000s, a series of fatal attacks on people in the Gully River had people convinced there was something in the water hunting humans. In these attacks, victims were suddenly pulled underwater in front of people, only for their bodies to never be recovered. In 2007, Adal Kumar was swimming with friends when he was violently dragged underwater, and while he was never seen again, friends caught a glimpse of something. Something that they could only describe as an elongated pig. Crocs and bull sharks were considered, but the prime suspect ended up being the goonch. At about over 6 feet, 200 pounds, the goonch is usually smaller than the whales in the Mekong, but it's feared that the practice of burning funeral...
The goosh?
The suspect ended up being the goonch.
What?
At about over 6 feet, 200...
Bro, why he look like he brolic, bro? Say goodbye, he definitely did it. He's definitely the culprit. Bro, this nigga look like he brolic. Why does fish look so strong, bro?
Pounds.
Why he look strong as shit?
The goonch is usually smaller than the whales in the Mekong, but it's feared that the practice of burning funeral pyres by the river led to the equal opportunists developing a taste for human flesh. And while it's a stretch to say a corpse-happy catfish could swallow an adult, it becomes a little less believable with children. There's no solid proof of a catfish catching a person, but they for sure can off one. The biggest ones can easily overpower you, if not just knock you out and drown you. Not to mention a majority are venomous, with those spines putting both experienced fishermen and oblivious bystanders in the hospital. They also have
catfish
a
are
nasty sandpaper-like bite that can easily draw blood. But what really makes them a living horror movie is their intelligence. The ones packing up pigeons, they weren't always doing that, but they pretty much ate everything else around them and were forced to adjust. So it's anyone's guess what could happen if they gain a taste for humans. And with catfish being swimming tongues with over 175,000 taste buds across their bodies, yeah, I doubt acquiring taste takes long. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Make sure you drink water,
I did not know catfish were this devious.
Try not to get catfished out here. If you'd like to see me swim with slightly less freaky fish, the full GoPro footage of me
I did not know catfish were this devious, bro. These dudes are some demons. I ain't gonna lie, yo. W video, shout out to Casual Geographic. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to this, though. If you did enjoy my reaction and want to see me react to more videos like this here, hit the like button, subscribe. That's how I'm gonna know I post every day. Daily videos just like this for you guys here. But thank you for watching this video and my reaction till the end here. If you made it till the end, though, let me know by commenting. Hey, man. W Casual Geographic, bro, yo. Casual Geographic be dropping the bangers with the educational content. I ain't gonna lie, man. W Educational Mercy. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Made it till the end. Put W Casual Geographic in the comments. That's when I'll put W Casual Geographic. I'll see you guys next one. Have a great day.
Shout out to my guy Mercy. Y'all already know I'm NMG for life. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel and check out his reactions.